Good morning. So today is 20 days since the demise of my fiancee Purity Waliola, and it's 2 days since we laid her to rest. I mean, the last 20 days has been hell for me. This is time that I cannot even wish to my worst enemy. Though I don't think I have enemies, but if I had enemies, this is not a feeling I can really wish to anyone. Getting into the house, I mean, you remember everything about her. It's all about her. You get in the shower, you remember her getting out of the shower. You get into the kitchen, you remember her cooking. And you start asking yourself questions. Of all the people in this world, I mean, even God had me. But why her? She was an innocent soul. A humble soul. Someone who had no enemies, not a single one. She would get along with anyone. Anyone. Literally, I mean anyone. And she loved me. Her love was unconditional. Never hating. Always forgiving. I would try as much as I can to live with it and to move forward, because I don't think I can move on. What I can do is just move forward. So today I resume work, a new person. I thank Safaricom for giving me some time off. But I've come to realize that there's no time off that can make me better. It is for me to deal with it. It is for me to deal with it the way it is. And pray for God's strength, because God's strength is really, really, really necessary for what I'm going through. Purity's death, it was very sudden. For those probably who doesn't know, because on the 29th of July, which was my birthday, Purity was at my house, very happy. She cooked, she was cooking, did the cleaning. She was this lady who was always busy. So she did all the household chores. She had a cake. We cut a cake, celebrating my birthday. August, she was okay. but they had an issue at their job, so she was not working, because Bettine had she worked at Bettine. She used to work at Bettine, so Bettine license was revoked, and so they were not working at that moment. But she was running her errands in town, and when she started complaining about headaches, she told me, and I insisted that probably she needed to seek medication, but she said it's probably because of the hot sun, and she was out the whole day, so probably that's the reason. And she took medication for the headache, went down. But back then she was still in asthma treatment. Nairobi Hospital had diagnosed her with asthma, and so she was under asthma medication. But now the headaches were persevering, and she started having these confusions. Went to Haveni Hospital. The first thought it was a mental depression, kind of, because of the confusions. So she was in Haveni Hospital for around 3 to 4 days, talking. I actually thought it was a matter of days and she'll be out. But one day she just went into a coma while at the hospital. I don't want to talk much about that, about the misdiagnoses and whatever. I will talk about that on another day. But after she went into a coma, certain doctor had downs at having you back, and I really appreciate this doctor. She worked tirelessly. She told me we have to move her to ICU, and her consciousness level was very low. They measure consciousness level by something called GCS. GCS is gas loss coma scale. So in a scale of it's measured in a scale of 1:15. A weak person like me, who is talking, driving the car, fully awake, my GCS is 15. A dead person GCS is 3. Purity's GCS at that moment was 7, so meaning she was in a real coma. So she was put in ICU. But then Dr. Adams told me that the test they had taken, it was positive for TB meningitis, and they had to start treatment immediately. I'm happy the treatment began, and the ICU doctors guaranteed us that our condition was now stable. But although there was that guarantee, you can see that she was still. And one of the doctors told us that her GCS had actually gone down to as low as 4 because the medication absorption was low. But anyway, fast forward few days in ICU, she started showing much progress, started raising her hands, her legs, moving her eyes. And it's at this point when she was very stable that we decided we would move her to Kenyatta Prime Care. By then our GCS had improved to 8. They call it 8T. 8T because when they're measuring GCS, they measure different parameters. 1 is whether you're able to move your eyes, 2 is whether you're able to talk, 3 is whether you're able to respond to pain. So they did not, it was 8 with the other things other than talking, because she could not talk because she was on test tube. So they call it 8T, meaning they did not measure the talking parameter. So we made a decision to move her to Kenyatta Prime. Kenyatta received her very well, and Kenyatta team started weaning her off from the machine, from the ventilator. For close to 3 days, she was actually able to breathe without the ventilator. And it was such good news to us, because then it meant with time she'll be able to get out of the life support, because she was able to breathe on her own. There's a call that is coming. I think I'll just ignore the call. So on the night of 4th September, remember the night before, that is on that September, I was on a bed, on a ICU bed. To be honest, that day it didn't look good. She was quite still. She could move the eyes. She was opening the eyes, yes, but she wasn't moving the hands. She was moving the legs as she was moving previously. And her heart rate was a little bit high. It was 100 and something. Her temperature was also high. It was 38. And I remember commenting about the temperature to the doctors, and they told me they had given her medications to lower the temperature. There was something off about that evening. I didn't feel like leaving that day. Kenyatta Hospital's visit hours normally ends at 6, but I stayed there, and somehow no doctor asked me. Somehow they did not push me out, but I stayed there up to 7. Then from 7 I went and visited my aunt around, stays at Kenyatta. We had a chat. And I remember asking about that temperature, and they told me that 38 was not that bad, because the human temperature is usually 37. And somehow I decided to go home, but I was saying to my heart, I'm around just in case something happens. I'm close by. But come 4th September, I'm going to work, so that I'm good to see her later. I get a call from Stella. Stella is her cousin, working with Stella tirelessly. Stella is one of the people that supported Purity